Thank you, Darren. A tragedy in Chatham unfolding this week. Today, we learned that 2 of the 6 victims sent to a hospital following that crash are now out of the hospital. 4 others lost their lives when an SUV drove through the Why Not After School program just before 3:30 that afternoon. Police are still investigating the crash, and no criminal charges have been filed yet. But after learning the driver behind the heartbreaking crash that took the lives of 4 children and injured 6 others once worked for the Illinois State Police, we wanted to know, could that past connection affect the integrity of the investigation? Our Brianna Moreland spoke with ISP about the impact it may have on this investigation. Brianna?
Marianne Akers, the woman behind that will, worked for Illinois State Police for over a decade as an office associate. I reached out to Illinois State Police with this question: does that past employment present any concerns or conflict about their role in this investigation? ISP responded with this statement. The driver in this case had not worked for ISP for nearly 7 years, and when she worked for ISP, she had no role in investigations or patrol or any other part of ISP that is involved in this type of investigation. ISP is a large agency and conducts comprehensive, impartial investigation regardless of who is involved. I also asked what protocols are in place to ensure objectivity and transparency in cases involving former agency personnel. Any current employee who has a relationship with a former coworker who is the subject of an investigation would recuse themselves from the investigation. This is standard operating procedure. No current ISP employee conducting this investigation has had any previous work history with the driver. And finally, I asked, is ISP considering referring this investigation to an independent agency to avoid any perceived conflict of interest? But ISP maintains that there is no conflict of interest in this particular investigation, and they will be working with the Sangamon County State's Attorney's Office if any charges will be filed. We've also reached out to the Sangamon County State's Attorney's Office to ask if charges are being considered for Akers. Live in Chatham, working for you, I'm Brianna Moreland.
Thank you, Brianna. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. And meanwhile, we are hearing more about the young victims of Monday's crash.
Okay, thank you. Yay! Here's the sushi, Caroline.
That is 7-year-old Alma trying out sushi. Her bubbly and funny personality is something that so many of her friends we spoke with say they will remember. Alma's family shared these videos and pictures with us. And Alma's mother remembers her daughter in a statement saying, quote, "Alma was a ray of sunshine everywhere she went. She was sweet, outgoing, silly, and funny. She loved her friends and family fiercely. She loved playing soccer, basketball, and doing gymnastics. She loved to travel and went to 17 states in her short life." And another business in Chatham is stepping up to help others in the community show their support. Trendsetters is offering complimentary red bows that residents can hang up on their doors.
We were looking at a way to help out the community, and obviously with being a floral shop, ribbon is kind of our specialty. It's humbling to see how great Chatham rallies around its residents and, is there to support those families.
Many other communities across Central Illinois are showing their support for the Chatham community, including Auburn High School, which has tied red ribbons in front of their main office. And tomorrow, athletes from Glenwood will spend time with the community playing games and sports. It will be at the Chatham Community Park at 10 a.m. There are several other community events scheduled throughout the week that community members can attend to support those who have lost loved ones or find support for themselves. And tonight, there will be a vigil at Glenwood High School for students. It will be held at the high school at 7 p.m. It is meant to give a place where students can come together and grieve and find comfort in each other. This follows a community-wide vigil that happened last night.
They have a 1050 Carver's building, and the building can take children. They're requesting additional.
We are continuing our coverage of the tragedy in Chatham. You just heard audio from the emergency response as calls came in on Monday immediately following the crash. Today, we're learning more about the driver behind the devastating crash that killed 4 children and injured 6 others. Reports say she once worked for the Illinois State Police. Officials say Marianne Akers worked for ISP for over 10 years as an office associate. The agency maintains there's no conflict of interest in this particular investigation. ISP also says they will be working with the Sangamon County State's Attorney's Office on if any charges will be filed. And Studio M, where one of the victims, Ainsley, was a student, giving an update on their Facebook. Here's a look at their post now. They say 2 of the children injured in Monday's crash have been released from the hospital. The post says both girls are in good spirits and entering their healing era. And the community of Chatham joins together again tonight at the Glenwood High School football field to honor the lives lost in the crash on Monday. This comes after hundreds of community members held a vigil at Village Square Park last night. Fox Illinois' Spencer Davis joins us now after speaking with the Bald Chatham superintendent. Spencer?
Dr. Bella Lamone expressed her thanks to the community and asked for their continuing support for the students, families, and staff. Tonight's vigil was organized and run by the Glenwood High School Senior Council. Dr. Lamone is impressed by their fortitude.
We have amazing students. So this is just one mechanism that demonstrates the power of our student population and how passionate they are about us as a school district and making sure that they are okay as well. So I fully support the efforts that they've put forward.
With students set to return to the classroom on Friday, teachers will be going back a day early. Dr. Lamone says this is to help prepare teachers for what the rest of the school year may bring.
We're providing them training on how to do those community circles with their students when they return on Friday, but also giving them guidance on how to respond to questions that students might have, how to process their own emotions, just countless ways that we're trying to support our staff. We know that it's going to be a bumpy road for them as well.
Dr. Lamone also said the school year will not be extended since the past 2 days and the upcoming day are considered e-learning days. As the community and school district continue to mourn, they urge one another to support each other in their grief. Reporting in studio, I'm Spencer Davis. Back to you.
Thank you, Spencer. You can find more information on our site about ways to show your support for the Chatham community. And support continues to pour in from across the state and beyond for the grieving community of Chatham. Dan Beasley drove 7 hours to stand in solidarity with the Chatham community, holding a large wooden cross outside the Why Not Center. He says he's been standing outside for 7 hours, sharing a message of faith, healing, and hope in the face of heartbreak. Beasley says he travels the country whenever tragedies like this strike, standing as long as it takes to remind people they are not alone.
He knows everybody here, and the reason that I bring the cross is so that it can bring us back to a center point of healing, and that to wrap our arms around each other so that we know that we're not always going to be here every day.
Beasley says the Chatham community has welcomed him with open arms, and he has felt the appreciation from everyone he talked to. And the Chatham Cafe taking to Facebook to show their support. They say on May 6th, 100% of their sales will be donated to the families affected by this horrible tragedy. They're asking for community support on this day. Head to their Facebook page for more details. And community support for Chatham school families has also been seen in so many other ways, including individuals partnering with Sky Zone to offer time at the trampoline park for kids to just be kids with no charge to the parents. Sky Zone opened their doors for 3 hours this afternoon so kids could jump and play for free. Organizers of the event say that this is a good way to help kids get some time away from the tragedy.
The tragedy in Chatham obviously has got kids staying home, and all of us have kids that are in the Chatham School District or were in the Chatham School District, and we just felt like we needed to get them out of the house.
Several other local businesses are stepping up to help support the Chatham community, including businesses giving out the red ribbons to help others show their support. And one of those businesses, Trendsetters, is offering complimentary red bows for residents to hang on their doors. Many places, including Auburn High School, have been tying ribbons in front of their locations in support of those impacted families. And tomorrow, Glenwood athletes will be spending time with the community. They will be playing games and sports. This is happening at the Chatham Community Park at 10 a.m. And stay up to date with the latest information as it becomes available. Do so by visiting our website, foxillinois.com, and follow us on social media.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure to watch more videos from Fox Illinois.